massive protest in the streets worldwide, as beloved Red Pill creator Ricky Red Pill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky Red Pill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the Red Pill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.
Ricky Red Pill's Matrix Decoded starts now.
Titus chapter 2 verse 4-5 ESV, 101 helpful votes. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled.
I feel alone. Without a wife, I feel meaningless. And without kids, I feel without purpose. Overall, I guess I feel useless. And I spend my days wandering around aimlessly. I never knew that freedom and independence could be such a dark place. This world is making me feel like I have no value, and that really pisses me off. Everywhere I go, I see women driving nicer, newer cars, but I see very few men driving nice cars. And I know that these women didn't get their cars through their husbands, and that really pisses me off. Every time I enter a grocery store, or a hospital, or a bank, or even a restaurant, I see mostly women working, probably 80 to 90%. And I wonder who's giving jobs to men, or do they even care if men are gainfully employed and can take care of their families? And that really pisses me off. There's something so wrong in the air. It kind of feels like there's a war on men, or a war on being a husband or a father. And this makes me sad. And the sadness really pisses me off. The bottom line truth is that I want to die every day, but something inside of me, some message, keeps telling me that I need to exist. Therefore, I exist.
Maybe you could use my mic on to start, you know. But yeah, the first thing, man, I'm upset about some things. I'm upset, like that old song from Drake, R.I.P. Drake, in his career. He might be on a comeback trail. We don't know. We'll talk about it. But yeah, we're here. We're live, man. Can't see the chat. Don't know the viewers. We might switch around, be able to see something. I don't know. Don't really care. Just on here because I've been neglecting YouTube really badly. And look, I got bracelets falling off insane out here, going through trouble. I got in a fight the other day. I'm like 80 years old. Why are you fighting me, bro? But yeah, things are crazy. But we'll start with some fun, because I got time today. Excuse me. We'll start with some fun, and then we'll move on to more serious matters, because I got somebody to go after, and we're going to go after them today. I'm hunting. I'm out here hunting, bro. I mean, like, hunting. So let's get into it, man. Got a video to share with you. Might get a few laughs out of it. Get some education from this thing or something. You know, I don't know what we're going to get really. But let's jump into it. It is from my homeboy. Hold on. Yeah, it's going to start up. And that is Pop the Balloon Challenge. Like, what's going on? But living a life of abundance. This is one of the creators. When I first came out on YouTube, man, this guy supported me, reviewed my videos. Such a great creator. Always on point, always doing his thing, and never really changes his style. So he's like true to the game. I love that. Right. So let's go. Let's get into the video and we'll review this and get into the live stream. Let's go.
He's not. Okay. He is not.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's not. Okay. He is not. I'm not really into hair, but
you ain't got none.
She walked herself right into that one.
Ooh.
Is it just me, or does this dude sound like Snoop Dogg?
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
this is the height difference.
Yeah, just real quick on that, man. Like, she's telling him that the reason she doesn't like him is because he has hair. And yeah, this is coming from a bald head woman who doesn't got none, just like he said. And like, okay, maybe you could say, and that's the thing about women. They will like 9 things about you, but one thing, just one reason, a hair. He's tall, he might be smart, whatever, cool. But if you have hair, I can't do it. Well, he can shave his hair if it's a real true relationship, if it's that bad for you, right? He would do that for his woman, I'm sure, if you were his woman. So I just, they're weird that you cannot, I have a hard time myself listening to what women say. I would not advise young men to do this. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just goofy, you know. This is why we need new laws and rules, but we'll talk about that later.
I deserve.
Wrong. We need the will of.
Okay, so here, this very non-attractive woman. I mean, it's ironic because, like, let's say she had a twin brother, right? Her twin brother would be a non-attractive man, right? If she had they were identical twins, her and her brother, he would be very not attractive. But on a woman, it's even more, you know, it's even less attractive. But she'll sit here and because of the things that women say, they all get to say, well, I'm hot. And then other girls who are like 10s will tell a girl like this, you're a 10 girl and you deserve better. And no, you don't deserve better. You deserve a guy. This woman on a scale of 1 to 10 is like, I'm just from the face and top body, the hair, bro, this is like a 2. Oh, that's a 2. But she's in these streets, right? And she's acting like she deserves something way better than herself. And that's why the chart comes up after this about hypergamy and how things really are. And we're going to go over that chart. That's why I reset it. Let's go. That face. Whew, Jesus. All right. So we can't see the chart extremely well. It depends on the view you have, but let's go to it here. All right. So on the chart, what we have here is, I know you can't see the top, but the top of it says hypergamy. And on the left side where you see the red characters, those are the men. And the men, it says how they would date. Now, if you see the lines going from the top man, who's a 10 out of 10 guy, although men go past 10, Never forget that. It is always true. Women cannot go past 10. All she can be is a perfect 10 unless she gets married. But that's a whole nother story, right? So what we have here is a man who's a 10 out of 10, he will date or marry a woman who's also a 10 out of 10, or date or marry a woman who's a 9 out of 10, or he'll date or marry a woman who's a 8 out of 10, and a 9, same way. It's like 3-pronged, 4-pronged. Men are fair in dating because they don't have a choice. They have to be. Now, if you go to how women like to date, like this woman, and they have her in the right spot on this chart, she's in the right spot for real. She is a 2 out of 10. And excuse me, she's a 2 out of 10, and she wants to date guys who are 8s, 9s, and 10 out of 10, saying literally out of her mouth that she deserves it. She deserves a guy like that. We're cooked, but let's continue.
Wrong. We need the will of God. We need Allah. Listen, I'm ready for the asteroid.
If I ask a dude, hey, are you a feminist? And they want to start, well, like define feminist, because like the radical extreme, wrap it up. I've heard enough. Wrap it up. You're done. Wrap it up. Come on.
If you're not open to engage in conversation you started, you're right. Wrap it up. This Kareem gobbler is giving $5.99 a month type vibes.
I could be retired right now.
So let me ask you a question. When you would get retired in a year, what does that mean for you? Are you wifey material?
I'm a wife.
But you suck on camera. How are you wife? I could go and buy you for $5. A stripper is cheaper. I could get a gift card at a strip club for $1. Let's talk about it.
They'll give you a little booty pump for 1 second.
Yeah, I can get a lot for $1 if I got them all night.
$1?
I can spend $1 a minute and get a bitch for 100 minutes. That's an hour and 40 minutes. Or I can spend X amount of you and then have to spend more. Let's talk about it.
Guys have a cuck kink where they want to watch their partner be cracked by somebody else because it's kind of hot to be like, wow, my wife, my girlfriend, that person who I've been with is so hot that this guy wants to do it. And I just have to sit here and watch it, you know? So
Jesus Christ. All right. So situation like this, what she's explaining is that, hey, you know, it is okay for you gentlemen, for you men to be cucks, because that's what she said. I didn't say it. She's saying it's okay for you gentlemen to be cucks because, you know, you're a girl or your wife is so hot. Other guys want to do it to her too. And you should possibly let this be the case. It's insane. It's unreal what we're dealing with. But I just, it's not even a case of, well, today's women are a certain way, right? That's not really what we're saying here. Let me go down. My fault here. All right. So what we're saying, we're not saying, hey, today's women have changed or that they're different from the women of the past. They're not. They're the same. We're finally just at the point where I think he's about to say, because I did watch some of this earlier, they have podcast equipment, right? Just like Ricky does, just like most creators have now. And they're able to express and say the stupid ass things they really think and feel. And it's shocking to men. It's shocking to good women. All right. This is how they think. This is who they are. And it's really amazing. But let's go.
get to the feelings of why.
My gosh. Podcast equipment is far too inexpensive.
I the guy I told him not to worry about.
What's the craziest thing an ex has done to you?
He had a girl best friend behind my back the whole entire time and was her for months behind my back and continues to still cheat on her.
Hell no. What is like the craziest thing you've done to an ex?
Yo, I gotta say, male and female best friends is not a goddamn thing. If you are in a relationship with somebody, and I don't care if you're a man or a woman, and your partner's like, hey, I have a best friend, not partner, because that's a weird ass term, but the person you're with, right? They're like, yo, I have a best friend. Like your girl doesn't want to let go of a guy best friend, or she has two guy best friends that she hangs around. Trust me, she has slept with them. She has dropped neck on them. She has shared every intimate part of her life and body with them. That's why they go a long-term best friend, because that guy's not hanging around because she's so cool or because he likes to hear her bullshit. He's hanging around because he's either hit or close to hit, or they've done something that got pretty close. I've been through that several times, and now in my old age, I can tell you it is not a thing in relationships. There is no way in hell the guy you're with or the woman you're with should have a best friend of the opposite sex. It's a no-go in relationships, but let's go.
I the guy I told him not to worry about.
Get the rocks. Yeah. Abdul? Yeah, get the rocks. Get the rocks.
I think it's probably one of his.
He jerked off to my sister. A TikTok of her fully clothed.
Have a seat.
I think what she's explaining is a boyfriend of hers, she said, jerked off to her sister, a TikTok of her fully clothed. And yeah, I mean, guys are horny like that. He probably didn't respect her. She is kind of chunky, but let's continue.
How old is your sister?
20.
Thank God. Okay. Thank God. You hear what's in there?
That's my mom.
So, Mom, how you doing? Okay. Now, who is the person? What did they do to you? Did you like this person?
Not really, no.
Not really, no. Okay. So, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay. That's pretty young. I can't imagine the terrible thing this other 18-year-old person did. But now I'm nervous. Okay. Now I'm stressed. Okay. All right. What do they do to you?
My question is, like, how did she find out?
If you in danger, blink twice.
Oh my gosh. You ain't gonna see it.
All right, this footage here. Recently, there's been something going. I think this is on Kick, right? These guys have been doing kind of a Kick talk, or not a Kick talk. I'm tripping. They've been doing a Kick, like live streaming on Kick, and making it. What do you call it? I don't know. It's become very popular. A lot of people are watching what they're doing. They had 6ix9ine on there, whatever his name is, a little weird guy with the hair, and they've been smashing a lot of women on these live streams. Honestly, it has been quite ridiculous, and the women just show up. But later on, of course, they want to be your wife, and you will accept them because they have you. They got you an uncle right now. But let's continue.
It's already blinking.
Are American guys compared to Czech guys?
Well, you know, I like a man who knows how to treat a woman, and I don't do 50-50. So
Yeah.
American guys are, you know, they have stuff to work on.
Are you a good cooker and cleaner?
Do I look like a maid?
Yeah, in that outfit a little bit.
Oh my God!
I like a woman that cooks and cleans too, you know.
Well, good luck finding one that looks attractive, you know, and looks like a model.
Was that you?
So you're up.
Yo, she thinks she looks attractive, like a model. And that is not the case. Is she smashable? Yes. I mean, yeah, I would definitely tap that. But a model, bro, look at the facial structure on this thing. Like, they just be thinking they're so bad just because you colored your hair and wearing a sundress. Like, cut the hair off. She definitely looks like your nephew, but we can go.
Unbelievable.
Got your number?
No.
Goofy, bro.
Sorry, I don't talk to strangers.
Big ass nose.
So my maid just quit.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and check this off my list. Sweetheart, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, what is she modeling? 18th century doll clothes? Ooh. You see, she wants a traditional man without being a traditional woman. She wants all the benefits of being a wife, but not the responsibility of what it takes to be a wife.
That's a fact. And that is modern day women. That is today. And they're like I say, women haven't changed in our history. It's just that now what they've done is they feel like they can change the game that we play, right? They can go to work, they can do other things, so they demand something different from men. The female nature, the nature of women has not changed ever. You just, the nature doesn't change that easily. Their nature stays the same, and they do want men to be traditional and play by the rules. They want you to play by the rules that were set, while they continually play outside of the rules. That's what's going on. When you have this unfairness between men and women, it leads to a imbalance in relationships. There's an inflation on women, right? Because the game is set unfairly in at least 7 different ways that we've counted here. The game is set unfairly, right? They get to pick and choose whether they marry a husband or sell ass or marry a company. Men only have one choice. We have to go to work so we can purchase time with women. So they have these flexibilities. It's not good for society. It's actually destroying us. But let's continue and see what we can find out next, bro.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, here is the riddle of the day. Why are women like alcohol? Now, this young gentleman will answer this riddle for you.
Alcohol has so many female hormones in it. Once you drink too much, you can't drive and you start talking nonsense.
You know that you are a fucking bastard.
That was actually funny. I think they're AI though. We'll continue.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Today's market, a man who earns over $1 million a year, like would you care how old he is?
I do care, yeah.
What's the age range that you would have?
Maximum is like 30.
Maximum is 30. So earns $1 million, maximum 30 years old. Does he have to be attractive?
Yeah.
What are the things that he has to have?
He should be there for me. He should understand me. And he should definitely have good hygiene.
A 30-year-old, attractive guy who understands you and has all of these emotional things going.
Hold on. She just said the guy needs to be there for her. He has to be 30 years old or under. Let's do the math here just mentally. A guy who's 30 years old or under, he has to be attractive. He also has to be a millionaire or make $1 million a year. And he has to be attentive to her feelings and be there for her and all the, it's just, Oh man. We have no chance. And wait till he tells you the stats on her.
Going on that earns $1 million a year. Do you have any idea how rare that guy is?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't exist. Is that a fact? I mean, like, do we know that for sure?
And just like an ignorant ass, is that a fact? Like, everything isn't a fact, guys, that to be like true, generally true, right? It doesn't have to be a fact that a guy that's under 30 years old or under that makes $1 million and is handsome and that you want to pay attention to your feelings and your emotions and all your bullshit. It doesn't have to be a fact that is extremely, extremely rare. Does that mean that you could be the one girl in the world that some goofy falls for? Well, you could be, right? But generally that's not ever gonna happen for, I don't know how many women in America, 140 million or something like that. Like, Jesus, we're cooked. Well, let's go.
What percentage of 30-year-olds do you think fall into that bracket?
0.000.
Right.
And you just said it. Hold on. Rewind, bro. She just said it. He's like, how many?
What percentage of 30-year-olds do you think fall into that bracket?
0.
Man.
In these streets.
Goofy. This is, I mean, literally, how can you be this ridiculous? Just boobies, forehead, goofy shit out here. Just a waste. Should be some man's wife. But instead of being some man's wife, you're out here being independent, right? Women claim this independence and they want to be viewed as like men or comparable in these ways or competable. You can't compete with men when it comes to common sense and logic and reasoning. It's frustrating because they let them get away with it. Who lets them? The powers that be. And we're going to get to that later, who these powers are. Most of you already know, but we'll fill in some blanks. But this is extraordinary. This is how they are. It's sad because they don't even know no better. All they're really born knowing, particularly when they get to pubescent stages and puberty and stuff, is that boys want me. Boys want the whole, and they want me to drop neck. And that's what they know. And they live life that way. Everything's paid for that way. Send you to jail using that. Get you to marry them using that. Divorce you using that. Take your kids using that. Everything. It's insane. But let's go.
0, 0, 0.
Right. Why would that man who is in the 0.1 want a woman who is a 6 who is currently a prostitute?
I don't know. There are men who appreciate.
Hold on, bro. He said she's a 6 and currently a prostitute. Oh, the fuck. Okay. And no, hold on a second. Let me just view her one more time to see if she's a 6.
Appreciate that I do.
Gentlemen, this is not a 6. A 6 out of 10, good Lord, they gave her mercy here, means that you're cute. This is not a cute girl. As a matter of fact, if you really just look at her, I hope you can see her clearly. She is not cute. Not only is she not cute, to be a 5 out of 10 as a woman, just at 5 means you're average. 5 out of 10 means you're average. You're the average. You're called a plain Jane. This is not even the girl next door plain Jane. This bitch is a 4. But I guess he's showing her mercy by calling her a 10 or a 6. No, that's a 4, sir. She's not even average plain Jane. An average plain Jane is just dry. This woman is kind of chubby, awkward shaped, doesn't have great facial dimensions. Her hair looks like a wig, a goddamn wig. But let's go.
This is like you are literally living in fantasy land. Yeah. For you to think that you would only settle for a man who's a millionaire and who's 30 years old is such a level of delusion that I think it's almost a mental illness.
Now, allow me to show you guys the analytics.
It is a mental illness. I do agree with him. He says almost because he's not sure. It is. But let's go.
And statistics here. Did you guys know that the average age of making $1 million for the first time is 37 and the average age of millionaires is 61? You know, when a 4.
Now, a few years ago, the average age of the average American millionaire was 55. So that age is getting further away because of the economy, because we have goofy women out here thinking this way. And it's unfortunate. It's destroying our country. It's destroying our people. And, we should do something about it.
Demands the top 0.1%, 10 out of 10 men. You know society is absolutely cooked. To be honest, can you please invite all these cream gobblers back?
Once again, look at this woman. He said she was a 6. That is not a 6. That is a goofy looking chick just because she looks available. Just because she looks available, because she's wearing lingerie or some type of stripper top, it may turn you on more. But look at her, just her head and facial structure, body, just take that stuff off. Shit's just hanging to the floor. Absolutely disgusting. I'm offended by this shit.
Back in 5 years and see how it ended for them. And to be honest, the lonely woman epidemic is going to be insane in a few decades. But hey, look on the bright side. At least there won't be a shortage of cats finding homes.
We are now in the female loneliness epidemic age. A lot of women live boring lives and are more lonely.
absolutely motherfucking wrong. Female loneliness, brother, if you think these bitches are lonely, you are lost, bro. They're not lonely. They have provision from working jobs that are meant for men. They have endless guys who want to have sex with them as soon as they step out the front door. And whenever they're ready to have children, they can just keep throwing the vagina out there until some guy takes to it. They're not lonely. When they get lonely, they can go get somebody. Gets lonely, it's costly. It's financially, it costs you financially, and it's hard work. But let's go.
Than you think.
That's why she's laughing at your ass about that. Female loneliness. Even this old ass woman knows she can go get. She can have somebody laying there tonight.
I'm from New York. There are a lot of ugly women, feminists. I grew up with these women. They're always like, I'm a strong, independent woman. Because she like pays her own bills and just takes care of things on her own. You know what we call a man who does that?
A loser.
He's just a guy. These women, like, they're so funny. They're like all about female.
Yeah, if a woman takes care of herself financially, she's considered to be a winner. Like, she's won life and she's successful. She's considered to be successful. When a man takes care of himself, she's tried to be nice, or would say it's just a guy, but no, you're considered to be a loser because you're not considered a winner in this life as a man unless you can take care of a woman as a wife and children as a father, and then you're a greater man or a great man when you can take care of extended community, neighborhood things, extended family, become, a politician or president or something where you take care of more and more people. That's how our success is measured. For them, you work at McDonald's and you live in a studio apartment, you're good. Sick shit.
Empowerment. I learned this recently. Did you know that the top 5 wealthiest women in the world got their money from divorce settlements? It's genius, actually. What am I doing working this hard? No, but it's true. They take the money that their husbands earned through capitalism and they funnel it through these like crazy socialist causes. And they always have to come up with new problems, like the Anti-Gravity Foundation because it keeps minorities down or something. It's like, isn't that the point?
Out of 7,000 languages, this woman decided to speak the language of facts because men make women rich. Women do not make men rich.
That's a fact. Men do make women rich. Even employers are making, are rich and financially successful, not successful in life, because you can't be successful in life as a woman by working for a goddamn company. Doesn't work like that. But we do. Even as business owners, there's a lot of males, they're not real men, males out here giving all the job opportunities and business opportunities to women. And it is still, and they'll say that, a woman will go around saying, well, I don't need no man, I'm independent. They claim to be independent like she's saying, and it's just not true. You're not independent. The government gave you the right to give your marital wifely duties to a company instead of to a man. And now that's why we have a male loneliness epidemic. But let's continue.
As a matter of fact, women cost men money. A shit ton of it. And these are the exact same girls that will be like, oh my gosh, don't sexualize me.
My man is my bodyguard. Well, that was an easy fix. All you had to do was put clothes on. Your entire page is just showing off different angles of your ass. I don't think guys should look at half-naked women like you in the gym or like the pictures like you women post because it fuels you with the attention that you're craving. Instead of your man being so upset that guys want to look at you when you're dressed half-naked in the gym, maybe he should be upset that you're dressing half-naked in the gym. Dang, that's so tough.
Facts.
Would you say is your biggest red flag in men?
If you're a guy that, real quick, if you're a guy and your woman does dress this way and post. I remember a few years ago, and I don't want to take too long with this video with this live because I'm going to go to the next one after a while, but I got to eat. I'm starving over here. Shit. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I dated a woman a few years back, and she posted a lot on social media, swimsuit pics and shit at the pool, whatever, out just laying around. And I'm like, you know, with me, you know, I made it understood. You cannot post this shit, right? I refuse to be with you while you're posting that shit as my girl, like. And she's like, cool, I won't post it. She sends me a picture one day, and it was a good pic. It was hot, you know. And I'm like, did you post that? Simple question. And she's like, well, yes. I broke up with her ass immediately, bro. Total loss. Like, I cannot be disrespected at that level. So if you're a guy that's doing that and you're letting them do that, you're either trying to let her get money through doing it by selling her body, which kind of makes you somewhat gay and weird. And there's no good outcome to that. Not even the outcome. You cannot remain a man bowing down to your woman, to sharing your woman with others. It's just not a thing. It doesn't work. But let's go.
Instead of your man being so upset that guys want to look at you when you're dressed half naked in the gym, maybe he should be upset that you're dressing half naked in the gym. Dang, that's so tough.
Would you say is your biggest red flag in men?
Having kids. Thank you. Having kids.
With other girls?
Yes.
That aren't you?
Right. I don't like baby daddies.
Look at
So
this.
if they have a kid, they're done.
I might play with you, but I really don't see any future.
Bro, it looks like she's having 4 kids right now. Good gosh. You know, instead of playing with men, sweetheart, try playing with the gym.
You got to go to the gym.
Ladies,
You got to
let me make this abundantly clear. You can't play hard to get when you're already hard to want. As a matter of fact, some of these female standards are so unrealistic that even female matchmakers are giving up on women.
All right, I'm not going to that one because I am starving. I'm so sorry, guys. I came on here like, yo, I'm going to get it in for a minute. I just wanted to get back on YouTube and spend some time with you, but I cannot do it, bro. I got to go eat and do some things, but I will go over on TikTok after this. We can talk over there. I'll be back with a YouTube live tomorrow. I think one early and one late. But we back on it, man. I just had to get my new setup going. We'll see how this works. Thank you for joining me, man. We will see you guys, man, on the next live stream, man. Thank you for being here. Whoever was here. I know we got like 6 viewers. That works because I've been inconsistent, and it's on me. It's on Ricky. It's always on Ricky. But we're going to get it together, bro. See you guys on the next one. Let's go.
Massive protest in the streets worldwide as beloved Red Pill creator Ricky Red Pill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky Red Pill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the Red Pill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.